minute I could not pick up on that yesterday. I didn't feel like, but we were talking about, should be obvious, but how 0.5% of the sun is still a lot of the sun. Because I did the stupid thing that I saw everyone around me do too. We got down to like 99.5, and I was like, oh, I bet what it looks. Oh no, you can't do it.
You're right. I think a lot of people.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and even just doing our live shots yesterday, we were switching back and forth between the eclipse glasses and sunglasses because the sun was so bright.
You don't want to mix those up. They have a bad day if so. All right, another beautiful day today. We kind of front-end loaded this week, unfortunately, because it falls apart a little bit later on over the next couple of days. Kind of incrementally worse. We get to 61 today in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 70 in Concord. Nice down there. 58 in Bangor. But the key was a lot of sunshine. 2 days in a row here, just total sunshine with a high thin cirrus cloud. That was about it, much like what we saw yesterday on the satellite, which was just remarkably clear for this time of the year. So that's the rest of this afternoon. Nothing going on. Tonight we drop down into the mid-30s, a couple of spots to freezing or below, north of Millinocket especially. And then tomorrow we might even start with some sun, I think, briefly, but then we start to cloud up through the mid-morning to late morning hours, and showers start working their way in. This begins our unsettled pattern that, as I mentioned, will last through the rest of the work week. Showers off and on tomorrow afternoon. It's not raining all day by any stretch, but it drops down to the mid to low 40s by later in the day, and it gets dreary and showery. Those showers continue off and on through Wednesday night as well. And then Thursday is a cloudy day. Notice there's not a whole lot of shower activity, it looks like, until the afternoon. Then from southwest, these showers start working their way in. A couple of heavy downpours are possible Thursday afternoon into early Thursday evening. But we really get into the rain on Friday as a bigger storm system approaches. So this is a weak little front. This is a much stronger one, warm front with a cold front trailing behind it. And this is our day on Friday where it will be rainy and quite windy. When I first looked at this yesterday, I didn't like how tightly the pressure gradient was packed. That usually shows pretty strong winds. When I looked into it more in depth, though, we have a couple of things that will keep winds down, I think, below damaging criteria. And one of the biggest is we have a temperature inversion, so it'll be getting actually warmer as you go aloft. That tends to make it hard to mix these winds down. So this is one of the model projections on Friday afternoon. 40 miles an hour I do think is fairly possible, especially along the coastline. South wind here. I don't think we'll get much higher than that, though, just because of those factors that I just talked about. So we might have some scattered power outages. I do not think this will be widespread. This is Friday afternoon into Friday night, and then we try to recover for the weekend with a little bit of sun working into Saturday and Sunday. So the weekend looks fine. It doesn't look like knock your socks off nice, but it could turn out pretty nice overall. And then into next week, we've got a potential warm sector situation mid next week where we could be well in excess of 60 if it can hold. That's a big if sometimes this time of year in Maine, so we'll keep an eye on it. But nothing too crazy, certainly nothing like the last storm we had, but I do think Friday will be rainy and windy, which was kind of our winter. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of going back to that vibe for our days. So.
Okay.
I
So we'll enjoy the sun this afternoon with the gin and tonic. Sounds good, Keith.